Okay, this is a situation right here where we turn the ball over, and as we turn the ball over and we go back to get in our defensive situations, we have Lonzo Ball guarding Melo, which we realize is going to be a mismatch. And as you can see, Derek Favors sees this situation, and so does Ingram. BI sees this situation also. And so right now, we've got to think that there's going to be a help situation that's going to come from one of our low men in this situation. So if you let it roll, you can see. Okay, now the ball goes into Melo in the low post. Favors sees that whole situation. So he realized that he is the closest big. He's going to have to be the guy that go and help in this situation. He doesn't want to go too early so that he exposes his guy under the basket. So he's got to time this situation. BI sees this situation also, and he realizes that if Favors goes, he's got to be the guy to get Favors' guy off the board if the ball is shot right away. Or he has to also be in a position where if that ball is skipped to his offensive player, he has to be able to close back out and be able to guard his guy and challenge a shot that is taken. Okay, continue to go. You can see the backup. Zoe's doing a good job of holding his position, but obviously Melo is a great post-up guy. Now you see Favors come over, time it perfectly, blocks the shot right here, and we come up with the possession of the basketball, which is a great defensive play by Favors. You can see right here, one of the things that we like is that our defense sometimes fuels our offense. We always talk about using high hands in these situations. So you can see as he comes off the screen, Zion is the help guy. One of the things that we talk about is that if you're guarding the basketball, then we want to have what we call a high hands. And in high hands, that's just mean that we want to change the trajectory of the pass so that it's not a direct pass to the offensive player. So it allows Zion an opportunity to get back and be able to recover and be able to guard his guy. Drew does a great job right here, you can see, of getting his hands on the basketball and deflecting the basketball. There's the deflection. And what we want to do is that our defense fuel our offense. If you see right here, one of the things that Lonzo is very, very good at, as good as anybody in the NBA, is that once he catches that ball in his hands, his first look is to look up court to see if we have any kind of an advantage so that we can throw the ball long and come up with an easy basket. So you can see right here, he sees Zion in the open court, throws it up, and that's a highlight film for everyone to see. You get Zion in that situation, and we like our chances of scoring. One of the things we like to do is that when teams play zone defense, when we got the ball side out of bounds or out of bounds underneath, one of the things we like to do is we try to overload the zone so that there's not a man-for-man matchup. And so as you can see right here, what has happened is that Favors sets a great screen for Lonzo Ball. Lonzo is able to catch the ball, get his feet set, and get a good look at a three before the defense can recover. So we want to try to attack early. As I said, that's a great look at a three-point shot, and Lonzo knocks it down. One of the things that we do like to do is that we play our offense through our big guys at the top. We have one that's considered a rim runner, and then we have the other guy at the top of the key. One of the things we like to do is that we like to run a lot of drags, and we also like to run a lot of dribble handoffs. As you can see right here, Drew received a dribble handoff from Jackson. Jackson's key is that if the defender goes underneath, then he has to rescreen right away and then roll to the basket. So as you can see right here, Drew comes off the dribble handoff right here. Okay, now Jackson does a good job of just getting his body on the defender. Now he's going to roll to the basket. And what happens right here is that we put their big guy in a situation where he has to guard two. He has to guard Drew Holiday handling and Jackson rolling, and it's just a matter of making the right decision. And you can see Drew Holiday makes the right decision where Jackson Hayes ends up with an easy basket. We like for our big guys to be rim runners, so they get out and they do a great job of running. As I said, we have one rim runner and one big that's going to be back. And you can see right here, Zion does a great job right here of pinning this guy under the basket. And Lonzo does a great job of pitching ahead in all situations where we have an opportunity to score. So Zion, as I said, right here, does a good job of sealing his guy. Great pass by Zoe right here. And if you see right here, Zion is going to always create a situation of double teams. And on double teams, what Zion is really good at is getting the ball back out where we have shooters out on the floor. So as you can see right here, Melly has a situation where he has a wide open 3-point shot, or, he can go to Josh Hart if he has two guys coming at him and trying to rotate to him. He can go to Josh Hart, who also has a wide open shot. But Melly has his feet set, and it's just a great job of just jumping up and making a 3-point shot for us. One of the things we like to do is, we have multiple guys that can push the basketball. As you can see right here, we have B.I. pushing it right now. But the thing that you want is that you want to have good spacing. So you can see that we have our guys running deep to the corner. We have the other guys spaced on the weak side. And now that opens up the floor for B.I. to drive to the basket. And you can see right here, he takes the ball to the basket right here. Okay, and now one of the other things that we talk about with our big guys is that once we have dribble penetration, especially our big guy that's in the dunker spot, and that would be Zion, is that we tell them to relocate. In other words, when your guy helps and then goes back to the same spot to find you, you will not be in that position. And as you can see right here, Zion does a great job of relocating. B.I. does a good job of finding him. You can see Zion's guy rotating back to where Zion originally was, and he's not there. And it ends up being an easy basket and a dunk for Zion in that play.